get themselves ready.
Yes.
And now we're about to begin the official first to 10. So this match will actually count.
Yep.
So we have got High Assault on Jax, as you guys had seen.
Jax.
And Drew was starting off with Liu Kang, who has been one of his mains since the beginning. Oh, but at this moment it actually seems that High Assault is looking at play. Oh, never mind. That was a psych out.
I thought so.
That was a psych out. I was a little shocked for a second there. I thought he was going to pick Sindel.
I've never seen him play with Sindel.
No. Maybe he was just trying to psych Drew out a little bit before getting back into this. So yes, we will have Jax versus Liu Kang to start off this first to 10.
Hey Shadow Storm, what's up? Hey Jack. Molly, be an announcer in the game, says Sammy.
Oh, like a Molly announcer pack? I don't know, guys. I don't know how great that would be. Let's go instead for like a Shang Tsung or a Scarlet announcer pack. Alright, so here we go getting into this. As I mentioned previously, Drew is actually using the second variation of Liu Kang, Wuxi Legend, which is the teleport variation.
Yeah. You don't see that often?
Yeah, it's definitely a much rarer variation to see, so it'll be interesting to see how much matchup knowledge High Assault has for dealing with this. Alright, so Drew's got his little fire ready to go, indicating he could teleport at any second.
Whoa!
Oh! Teleported right into that grab though, and again.
Whoa! The
and
fatal blow.
oh!
Yeah,
very smart fatal blow there by High Assault. Exactly, Losty, as you were saying. Nope, very close, so we're gonna see rollout by Drew. Now we're both being a bit more cautious. Very cautious play here. Oh, into the teleport.
Oh, the wake up.
Oh, but the wake up.
Safe one.
Alright, so Drew was going in pretty hard there throughout that first round. Played very actively with the teleports, but High Assault was doing a good job of countering him. Defensive measures into that fatal blow. And now the corner, not a good position that you want to be in against Jax.
Especially with the sword 3. That
oh yeah,
really good. The
got those
blow.
heated arms into the crushing blow.
Ooh,
alright, but a very good rollout. And a crushing blow for Liu too. Into a throw, and we know that Liu can get you. Oh, and yes! Liu has also some excellent crushing blows. Alright, but into a grab here. Oh, another great rollout, and what are we gonna see here? Mixing it up with Liu.
Ah, the wake up 3. Got him.
Alright, so, you know, as you predicted, Losty, this is starting off being a very kind of high-octane up-close matchup between these two.
Definitely.
Lots of pressure going on here from both of them, so a strong start from both of them, honestly. These are two characters that can do a lot of damage extremely quickly. As we saw, it seemed that High Assault was very far ahead at the end of that second round, but Drew was able to almost entirely bring it back quite quickly with those crushing blows from Liu Kang. So this is going to be one of those situations where anyone could come back and take it at any time, honestly, with these two characters.
And you use this roll escapes really smart, like getting out of the corner. Drew.
Yes, he absolutely did. Oh, hi Topaz boy, well thank you. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Drew, my fatal blow didn't come out. Ah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, that sucks.
I hate when that happens. Honestly, I feel like that's been happening to me quite a lot over the last couple of weeks. The same thing also with my breakaways. I don't know, it just seems like there's been some issues with things coming out.
Yeah, I don't like the timing.
Alright, so Drew's gonna start off very aggressively with this second match. While High Assault is jumping through the air like that.
I guess he knows how to counter it.
Yes, it's a good strategy if you're going against this
pretty smart.
Crazy teleport variation of Liu Kang. Oh. Alright, so...
fatal blow.
Goes for the fatal blow. And a decisive round for Drew.
Round 2.
Right, so as you said, HighAssault seems to be kind of figuring out the way to deal with the teleport, kind of jumping through the air as much as possible.
Wow, he got him out of the animation.
Oh, and a grab. Alright, and Liu Kang's so scary when he has that glow up going, you know he can teleport you at any second. Good rollback by Drew. Alright, and into a throw.
I pray for you.
Got the fire up
That's
again.
a really
Oh,
smart
and
job.
misses the grab!
Oh, the
And he's
fatal
gonna
blow.
go in to try for the fatal blow again. That was a risky move, but I
Yeah.
guess, you know, he was near the end of his life. He was gonna do what you have to do and hope
All
for
the
the
panic,
best when you
yeah.
have a fatal blow as good as Jackson's. Just give it a try. But a really strong match there by Drew, so
Yeah.
solid comeback to tie it up 1-1 here in this first to 10.
And this time he ducked the counter, the comment grab.
Yes, he did. So
So they're
very quick
adapted.
adaptation.
Yeah. Thanks for the sub, Fabio. I just noticed.
Sarangbae. So Jackson Lou lame, right? Be right back. Gotta go disinfect my screen. Sarang, you love them, don't you? You love
Yeah,
these
especially
characters.
Jax.
Yes, her favorite of all time. Oh god. And Blue is saying, yes, here's some soap so you can go wash off the disgusting feeling from watching Jax versus Lou.
Jax.
Alright, so
He's gonna
looks
stick
like
with, Jax.
he's gonna stick with Jax. So we do know that HighAssault, even though we haven't seen, HighAssault also does have a Jackie
Yeah.
that he could potentially go to if need be.
I want to see his Jackie. I have never seen his Jackie. Only his Jax.
Yeah, it would be interesting to watch.
Especially what variation he would use. Upgraded or the other two.
Oh yes, could you imagine?
Fight.
Upgraded versus the teleported glue. We would just have people flying all over the place the whole match. Alright, some smart uses of the teleport into teleport by Drew. And again! Drew just laying down the pressure with those non-stop teleports. HighAssault seems to be getting a little bit frustrated and going for some unsafe moves to try to get something done here. But Drew just in complete control at this point in time
Yep.
with how he's timing out those teleports. Into the bicycle kick. Now, alright, good wake up, but we are trapped in the corner.
The crushing blow.
Oh, Liu Kang. Alright, okay, but here we go. HighAssault's got a chance here, as we mentioned before. Jax is another one of those characters that can bring it back really quickly, especially with those heated arms up.
Oh, the fatal
And
blow.
fatal blow.
Oh my
Alright, so that was, again, pretty much the only thing he could do at this point in time, try to even it up as much as possible, and he still does have his heated arms.
God. Yeah, the crushing blow. The reversal with the grab.
Finish him.
Alright, and ending it off with a dragon kick. So Drew is gonna go up here 2-1 against HighAssault.
Yep.
Alright, so Drew really laying down a lot of pressure with these teleports here.
I think HighAssault doesn't really know what to do against it. He knows
Yeah.
the jumping, but the timing is important against it.
I definitely think this is exactly what you were kind of saying before, Losty, you know, having to do with matchup knowledge, because this is a variation of Liu that isn't seen very much.
True.
So as you said, you know, he's trying to jump, he knows that that teleport can come at any point in time and that it's really hard to avoid if you're on the ground, because it could potentially come basically from 3 different angles when it
Yes.
hits, and you never know which one it's going to be until it's too late.
Yeah. I really
so
struggle
smart
against
way
this
to go.
variation. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too, honestly. It's, for me, I'd say this is the most difficult variation of Liu Kang to deal with, which is saying a lot because all of his variations are hard to deal with, let's be real.
Yeah.
But,
Forward.
but I do imagine it probably also is a bit difficult for a character like Jax, who even though he has really great pressure, it can be difficult. He doesn't really have any sort of, say, like air projectile or a great anti-air that he could utilize to try and knock you out of that teleport. So, and Jax's best strengths, of course, are all really in your face on the ground. So even if he's doing those leaps in the air as he's been trying to do, that really doesn't give him that much, even if he can avoid the teleport. So. Honestly, we'll see what happens, but Jackie might end up being a better option here if continues to have some difficulties. Alright, but a good job avoiding that teleport there and into a nice grab. And again. Alright, this is going to be a lot of damage. And again, into another grab. Okay, so...
Oh!
Ooh! But that big down 2 crushing blow. Good breakaway to avoid more damage there. He's got his heated up arm, so he's just gotta try to avoid getting trapped here. Oh, and into that teleport again. And this is gonna be a crushing blow! Oh!
The crushing blow.
Liu Kang's crushing blows are honestly so insane! Just watching this, you see the number of crushing blows that Liu Kang has that come off of basic moves that he will hit pretty much every match is just insane, honestly.
What is the requirement of that one? The last one? I don't see it often.
I'm not quite sure. Drew is in the chat saying, nerf Liu, please. Yes, Drew. See, you understand.
Nerf teleports.
Nerf Liu. Staring Bay says, gonna pick up Liu Kang so I won't lose to these Jaxes. Staring is learning some things from this first to 10, so... But see, I mean, that's the strategy that we had in the first to 10 that we did, where we were considering maybe we should all pick up Aaron Black to play against Dan's Nightwolf.
Yeah, indeed.
So, although we've now also learned that he really, really hates Jade.
That's
so...
a good one as well. We're gonna have a King of the Hill with all Jades against that.
Just Dan and a bunch of Jade is gonna be the way to go. So everyone out there, just start practicing your Jade for the next time that you play against Dan. I don't think Dan's here right now, so
first variation though. First variation, the most annoying one.
Yes, only Emerald Defender. And Josh is actually here, speaking of. Hello, Josh. He says, my boy Aaron. Yes.
Nerf Aaron! Well, Josh.
Yes, nerf Aaron Black. Josh arrives just in time to hear nerf Aaron.
Round 1.
Fight. Yeah, Fox Zero also has a nice Aaron.
Yes.
I don't think he likes to hear this.
No. Alright, so looks like HighAssault's gonna try to go with some projectile usage this time around, and a great job avoiding that teleport. Good punish. He's got his heated arms going. Alright, excellent job here. This is an opportunity. Oh!
That was a nice duck of Drew.
Yes, Drew's doing a very good job reading what's coming throughout the course of this set so far. Alright, we've got some projectile exchanges. Both these characters, despite being really just powerhouses up close, also have some pretty decent projectiles.
True.
Even in this variation when that's not Liu's specialty here.
Yeah, he doesn't have the long one, right, in this variation?
Yes, that is correct. So he still has some very fast, good projectiles, but... Alright, so that was kind of a dangerous dragon kick that Drew was gonna go for there, and it's really giving HighAssault a good opportunity now that he's got him in the corner.
Wow,
and he went for the rollout and got grabbed. Alright, so Hunker Down seems to be going very well for HighAssault in this match so far. He's taking advantage of those grabs, and really excellent job reading Drew's attempts to get out of the corner there with his rollouts. And so HighAssault
escaped twice.
Coming back with a very strong match there.
I bet money my Aaron is better than yours, son.
Oh, looks like we have a challenge for a potential Aaron Black Mirror match in the future.
Indeed. So now it's 3-2 for Drew.
Alright, so Oh,
that's what he said last time.
Oh!
That he picked up Kano, yeah.
Alright everyone,
Ultra
so this is gonna be a new experience for us. We have yet to see Drew's Kano. So this should be very entertaining. Everyone's prepared to see Kano.
Yeah.
People in the chat are a little uncertain about this. Kano is an interesting character. Just to keep Liu Kang and Kano. The disgust dripping out of those words. And Steven is here and says, oof, I knew Drew's Kano firsthand. Uh-oh. So, sounds like Drew maybe has a pretty scary Kano. Oh, and into those down ones to start off, but a good punish there. And Kano Ball, right off the bat, into some projectiles. Drew doing a very good job anti-airing there. Alright, HighAssault's trying to get in.
Whoa!
Alright, and into the fatal blow. You know, I'm not sure if I necessarily would have chosen to go with the fatal blow at this point in time. He's still gonna have a lot of damage that he has to make up if he's gonna take this round. But, you know, if he can keep Kano out with these projectiles, he does have a chance.
No, he doesn't
Oh,
win that.
but there he goes.
Yeah. They're pretty
But
slow,
honestly-
projectiles.
Very true.
Round 2.
This could potentially be another matchup, honestly, that HighAssault might not be hugely familiar with, because Kano, you know, even though I feel as though I've seen more of him over the last couple Combat League seasons, he's still not one of the most highly played characters.
True.
Oh, good down one, and jumping out of the corner with a excellent down two anti-air into a crazy Kano Ball there to try and keep HighAssault in the corner, but HighAssault's forcing his way out. Alright, and the patience there from HighAssault, trying to wait for
Really
Drew to
tries to
just
get
come in on him. Alright. Shooting down the Kano Ball. Oh, but he armors it.
Yeah.
Alright, now they both have to be careful. Oh, but Drew goes for the fatal blow with...
Fatal blow. It looks a bit slow, Kano's fatal blow.
Final.
Yes, I think that Kano's fatal blow is one of his weaknesses.
Oh, it's like a
Definitely.
C.
Now, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing, because he does have a lot of other really good tools up close. He's definitely very frightening with that down one. And his
That one
command
into
grab
that
option.
move, yeah.
Yes. Alright, so HighAssault doing his best to try and keep Drew in the corner here. He's got to be careful with Kano, as we were just mentioning, that down one, and then Kano balls at any time. You never know when they're gonna appear.
Or in the air.
Oh, excellent job doing the grab there. Oh, but wake up fatal blow! Alright, it was, honestly, it was probably a smart move by Drew. He knew that HighAssault was going to be coming in with some serious pressure to try to trap him in there, and he could probably get him on the wake up, but it's always so painful when you get hit with that wake up fatal blow.
It feels very satisfying when it works though.
That's very true.
When you do it yourself.
And especially if you're playing a character that, you know, other people are going to be really annoyed by, and you do a wake-up fatal blow. I just have to say, doing a wake-up fatal blow with Jade and the rage that you feel coming out of your opponent is just especially if your opponent is a Scorpion or Sub-Zero, it's just a beautiful moment.
True.
Jax.
Justice Keep says, clean your screens, everyone. He just spit on us. It's true. Kano is a disgusting man, and all of you people out there who talk about how he's attractive, I don't know what's wrong with you, because Kano is blech. Yes, Antonio has it right. Kano doesn't need a shower, he needs to be disinfected.
Indeed, a shower won't help him at all.
Exactly. A shower is not enough.
No. Also disinfect his personality.
Round 1. Fight.
Alright, great grab here. So what are these situations where... Oh! And another
really
great read by Drew there. Oh, I don't think that interactable was a planned move by HighAssault there. That's one of the things that Always happens
struggle
to me, it fills me with rage.
I know that feeling.
Okay, down ones there from our Kano. Alright, and he stuffs the wake up into the grab crushing blow to take the round. Alright, so Drew's Kano's looking pretty solid here. I can see why Steven was saying that he was afraid of him.
Did it take a bite of his lizard? Ew! I've never seen that.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
Yeah,
oh, and another
that was
excellent
really nice
read
food.
into the down 2 crushing blow. Wait, did I just see down 2 into down 2?
Yeah.
I was under the impression that only Jade could do such a wonderful thing, but apparently Kano also has that skill.
Oh,
Alright, and serious counter pressure there from Drew in the corner with those down ones into those headbutts to take that final round
really,
flawlessly.
Yeah, strong round for Drew. So now
Very
it's
decisive.
5-2 for Drew. I'm curious if HighAssault is gonna change.
It's certainly possible. I do think it would be interesting if we had an opportunity to see HighAssault's Jackie, but, you know, as we had previously mentioned, neither of us have actually seen HighAssault use Jackie, so, you know, I'm not sure how recently he has been using her, if he feels confident or comfortable enough, or maybe Jax is just who he
Not
feels
yet.
the most comfortable
Yeah.
with at this point in time. Which I always do think is probably the smartest decision, is to stick with who you feel most comfortable with.
Yeah, he didn't do bad. The only thing is the reads. He has to change his game.
Yes. That's honestly a lot of what it is that Drew is doing an excellent job with basically reading
Definitely.
everything that HighAssault is doing and taking advantage of that with some major damage.
Yeah.
Snoozy Apple in the chat says Sub-Zero is also really good to upset people with Wake Up Fatal Blow. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on the other end of that one, so I don't...
Now, usually I see 4-2 into Fatal Blow.
Yes,
Whoa,
exactly.
that roll was really good. Dodge.
Alright, and into the armored Kano Ball. And a grab at another Kano Ball. Alright, he missed the down 2 on that though, so there was an opportunity,
Escape
but
down. Wow, that read! Wow.
Alright, so one potential benefit for HighAssault out of that is that Drew ended up utilizing that crushing blow at the end there, so he can't come back and use it later on where it might be more effective. But so far, this match has been very solid for Drew.
Hey, Dan!
Alright, another Kano Ball. Why, hello Dan! Good to see you. We're witnessing some Kano gameplay. I'm sure you're excited. Alright, so HighAssault's trying to get something started here while he's got Drew Step in the corner, but those down ones from Kano are just
Was a
so
projectile.
oppressive.
Smart to use.
And one of the things about Kano too is with that down one, he's just so difficult even to punish if he decides not to block after he whips something. Oh! And again, as we're talking about those reads, Drew saw that fatal blow coming and just countered with a fatal blow of his own.
That was really
Wow.
smart.
Finish him.
Alright, so excellent job. And again, you know, as we have been saying, HighAssault is playing well, is playing strong here. It's just that Drew is coming up with amazing reads in every one of these matches to just punish him and do a ton of damage.
Indeed.
Steven says, Drew is making me proud.
Aw.
Aw,
Yes.
that's very kind.
Yeah.
Dan, oh yeah, definitely, my man Kano, for sure. Molly nailed it. What, Dan? You say, wait, Dan, have you customized a Kano? That's one that we haven't seen. I don't think we've seen, have we?
Not yet.
I think before the next King of the Hill, Dan's gotta do a Kano customization for us.
He looks gross anyway, but I think Dan can do it even worse.
Yes, make him look even more special. Alright, so HighAssault is gonna stick with Jax, holding out. Oh, but Dan says, of course, I have customized everyone.
Oh,
so,
really?
alright, Dan, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna see. We
Surprise
want to
us
see your
next time.
Kano.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, and Drew in the chat says, Lofty, would you be proud if I drop Liu for Kano?
Jackie.
Yeah, I think that would be good start, Drew.
Yeah, it might
For
be a
being
good
pro.
decision.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know, while we're talking about character changes, High Assault is gonna switch to Jackie.
Oh,
All right, so we're
what
gonna have an
variations?
opportunity. I believe it looked like he was hovering over next gen, but
Next gen?
yes, it is.
Whoa,
He's
whoa,
going
whoa,
with next
whoa.
gen Jackie. So
What's
this is
going
gonna
on?
be a very interesting
This is one
matchup.
variation I never see. Only Gab uses it.
Yes, and you know, Drew might not be particularly familiar with this either.
Can be really.
Alright, so one of the strengths of next gen is that potential dot damage. So Drew, you know, if he wants to get in, he's gonna have to risk losing his life. Like right now, every time he steps in that little puddle on the floor, he's losing life. Alright, so High Assault's gonna go for that dash punch. Doesn't quite work out, gets punished, but there we go with another one, and into the puddles again. Drew losing a bit of life when he was stepping right in there on the corner. Gotta be mindful of that. Alright, great flawless blocks of those projectiles by High Assault.
Unlucky.
Ooh, goes for the
Unsafe.
dash and just slightly misses and ends up getting grabbed.
Round 2, fight.
See, we've got the Space Marine Ellen Ripley skin going on here on Jackie.
It really looks gorgeous.
I think that Jackie looks really beautiful with all
Yeah.
of with this skin and her skin with the jacket where she has the kind of like braided ponytail. Her hair just looks wonderful. Alright, so Drew laying down a lot of pressure at the corner here. Oh, and again, reads the fatal blow and ends up jumping over it to
was
end
really
the
strong.
match. Very strong performance here. So Drew, I mean, to get back to your question from before about potentially dropping Liu for Kano, I mean, I think we would all be happy to not have to face the teleporting Liu, but then again, this looks pretty scary too. So...
Yeah, Kano in general is annoying because of your speciality.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
gameplay, Hey, Gab is here! What am I seeing?
Hi Gab,
See?
Gab, you are here to see some next-gen gameplay.
Oh, and he's gonna stick with it, I think.
Yes. Fordman says, somebody get Scorpion or Sub-Zero up in here. No, we don't need that. We don't need that right now. We had enough of that
TQT,
from TQT last time. He upset us enough with that. We don't want to go back to biased commentary. Hi, Adrian. Nice to see you.
Hey,
Yes,
Adrian.
Steven agrees with me. He's like, no Sub-Zero. Hi, Falcon. So how does one get in on these? Basically, what you have to do is, in LOSTy's Discord, so join up in the Discord, we have a sign-up section where if you are interested in fighting in one in the future at some point, you basically just put your name down, your region, and the characters you play, and then LOSTy and Dan and I will match people up with somebody to play against. So if you're interested, please do go into the Discord and sign up, because we would love to have you play.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is gonna be difficult for High Assault and the Kano Ball.
Oh, there he
It's
goes
one of
again.
those things about Kano, you know, he is a lesser played character, you know, as I mentioned, a little bit more common in the last couple seasons of Combat League than he has been, but he has been kind of viewed as a weaker character by a lot of people, but I'm not sure how I feel about that, considering that he has a tremendous amount of tools if he can get you up close, and at the same time he does have pretty decent projectiles and the ability to get in quickly with that crazy Kano Ball.
Yeah. Also in the air.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
And I think that Drew is kind of showing us here all the various things that Kano is capable of doing, and, you know, maybe this character is a bit stronger than some people might realize.
And also your suites are working well for Drew.
Absolutely.
That's not Kano, but that's Drew. GG, guys.
Yes.
I think HighAssault was, played stronger with Jax.
Yes, I would agree. I think that, and it may be something, you know, similar to what we were mentioning before, that Jax is just his main character, one he's most comfortable with and most familiar with, and he is indeed going to go back to
very
Jax.
well. Faster with Jax, I guess. Hey, Melina forever.
And
hey, March.
you know, it makes perfect sense. That's how it is for most of us. If you're more familiar with a character, you'll have an easier time adapting, even if your opponent is playing a character you don't know as well.
True.
So I think it was a smart decision for him. He's going to go back to Jax here.
At least he tried Jackie, so...
Yes, and we appreciate that because we very much wanted to see her, and she looked beautiful.
Yeah. Thanks for showing the beautiful customization.
Yes.
And next gen. Gab was happy.
Yes. A little preview for when Gab eventually takes the stage here with his next gen.
Yeah. And here he has to be very
Oh,
patient.
and just
These
projectiles after
are really
projectiles.
fast.
Yes, indeed. And you know, this is kind of what I was talking about. Like, even from a distance, Kano does have some pretty good options.
Yeah, indeed.
Alright, so HighAssault trying to open Drew up here, but Kano is one of those characters that he can be extremely difficult to open up. Oh, and again,
He was waiting for that
fatal blow, and he was ready for it. Into the down 2, into down 2.
Round 2, fight.
Alright, and this is the opportunity for the punish. I think that HighAssault is being extremely cautious here at this point, which is one of those things that you end up doing when you're facing a Kano, because you never know when that crazy Kano ball is going to come in, or when they're going to just go into a down one and poke you out of nowhere.
Oh, the three
I think it's very difficult to face a Kano unless you're a character, I think, with a lot of range and spacing tools. Alright, into the fatal blow. He got it this time. And it's going to heat those arms up. So as we'd mentioned previously, Jax is a character that can come back from a big life deficit, so... Oh, but a great roll-up by Drew there, and he's going to do a grab to finish off this match.
Kano wins.
Ugh, and there's Kato's disgusting spit all over the camera. We need to disinfect ourselves again. And again.
Look at that smile, oh my gosh.
So Steven says in the chat, this is why I prefer Sonya's Fatal over Jax's. He may have range, but it's a high. Now, I would say, you know, Losty, you have more insight into Sonya, so what is your thoughts about that?
I really think it depends on what kind of situation. Like, a lot of people don't see it coming, the Jax fatal blow, like in the first match.
Kano.
Yes.
It's high,
absolutely
but it's really
true.
fast.
And has basically full screen distance.
Yeah.
I think that, especially if you're watching this, it makes it look as though it's not as good as it is, because Drew's reads of that fatal blow have been so excellent throughout this entire set. But many of us are regularly caught by that.
Yes, a lot of times.
On a daily basis sometimes, so...
So this,
and
this
Drew
could be
says
the
that-
match point, right? Yes.
Yes, this could be it. So this could potentially be match point for Drew. And Drew did say that he hates Kano's fatal blow, so as we were talking about before, his fatal blow is
so it's pretty bad.
not the best.
Okay.
The hourglass.
Oh, hey, Koizy! Koizy is here.
Hey,
Hi.
Koizy.
He says, is it too late to participate today? Yes, you know, today we have our matches set up. But if you would like to participate, you know, very soon, we will definitely get in touch with you, because we want to get something set up for you.
Yep. Gonna be an
Yeah,
interesting
we'll definitely always let you know, as Dan said, we'll always let everybody know ahead of time, so you have at least a few days to prepare and make sure that the schedule works for you.
Yep. The Kano bow is pretty unsafe, right? Whenever you block it.
Yes, it is. It is definitely unsafe. Oh, and I'm a little bit surprised about this wake-up fatal blow. I mean, it doesn't really seem like he'd know, and I mean, he did that once earlier in the set, but he was at kind of his last life and it was a desperation move, whereas this time it seems like maybe that wasn't intentional.
Oh, that was really risky.
Alright, so HighAssault's gotta be- and into the Kano ball. Strong comeback though by Drew, so you know, he risked a lot with that fatal blow, but it paid off.
Worth it,
Round 2, fight.
You know, he did say Kano's fatal blow was terrible, so maybe he thought, this is my one chance when it might work of the distance.
Or he wanted to show us how bad it was, but yeah, it looked good.
Yes, maybe he wanted to show us it wouldn't work, and that backfired tremendously. Alright, so Drew, okay, and looks like he's gonna finish this off with a brutality.
We haven't seen
And
it
a brutality
yet.
I don't see very often, but oh yeah, I forgot about this. Okay.
Oh, what is he
and
doing? Really?
Kano is just gonna pee all over the ground and
Wow.
for Jax's body. Ugh. Kano, see, again, how can anyone find Kano attractive, people? I mean, this is...
disgusting.
I mean, everyone has their own preferences, I suppose, but that's not for me.
Also not for me.
No. Dad says Kano hasn't heard of a toilet.
No, I guess not.
Kombat says bloke's gotta mark his territory. I mean, I guess so, Kombat, but that's not like that's like
for
not
cats,
really necessary
right?
way to do it. Yes, that's for cats, exactly, Losty. That
Keep
is
it
for
there.
cats all the way.
So yeah.
All right.
The first of 10 finished. Drew has won the set, 10-2.
Yes. So congratulations, Drew.
Yeah.
You know, and High Assault, you know, as we had mentioned throughout this whole thing, was playing very well and did a very strong job here going up against two characters that Drew seems to really have down extremely well, and two matchups that High Assault maybe was not really that familiar with to begin with. You know, so he was playing very well, but Drew was just on fire, and all his reads were out of this world, so...
You had to see it. Yeah, I think at some point I would have been like, he reads everything, like with the fatal blow and stuff, so I won't be doing them. I'm gonna try not to be predictable.
Right. Yeah, yes. And, you know, it probably is one of those situations where just in the heat of the moment, he wasn't quite able to adapt.
Yeah.
But you know, he can look back at this and see what was potentially happening that caused that to be a repeated read for Drew and improve in the future, which is what we're all hoping to do with our matches.
Indeed.
So.
Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that